Okay. Once again, hello everyone. Today we are meeting for the fifth session, and we will have a guest speaker, Tynchtyk Estebes uluu from Kyrgyzstan, who will present his research about the probation service. And I'm handing over to you, Tynchtyk. The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. I'm happy to see all of you. Let's share my screen. Can you see? Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, hello, everyone, and thank you for having me today during this solid meeting. My name is Tynchtyk. I am from Kyrgyzstan. I live in Bishkek, and thanks to the solid project, recently I earned my PhD degree in sociology, and I participated in the Solid project in the first phase of the Solid project from 2020 to 2024. So from the beginning to the end. And today I'm very pleased, happy to tell you about my research, about my not only research, also about my experience and some activity within the Solid project. So this Solid project was very fruitful for me in not only in terms of like professional development, but also in personal development. And thanks to the Solid project, I have gained a lot of experience and pleasure from participating in this project. And during the project, I gave four talks, four conference presentations, and of course, the most memorable and the valuable one was the Lisbon Addictions 2024, which brought together around more than 2,000 participants from all over the world, mostly from the European Union. And also during this conference, I made an oral presentation about the first findings of my research. I also attended three international conferences, and of course, the largest one was AIDS 2024, which was in Munich last year, and this was very like the biggest conference I have ever attended because there were more than 15,000 participants from all over the world. And also I participated in 7 Solid project meetings. So these meetings within Solid project, like I think I visited Germany 3 times, and also 4 meetings in partner countries. Unfortunately, I missed Solid meeting in Shanghai. And also, thanks to the Solid project, I published 13 articles related to the dissertation topic in local scientific journals and with Nomos Publishing from Germany. So it's a publishing house in Germany. And these publications allowed me to present and share the results of my research both nationally and internationally. And also, during the project, I developed a strong professional network of more than 50 contacts, including researchers, practitioners, and colleagues from international conferences, meetings, and collaborations within the Solid project. And of course, as a delightful bonus, I had the opportunity to visit foreign countries, particularly Germany, Portugal, Poland, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan. So, as you can see, the topic of my research was sociological analysis of the features of social work with drug users in the probation system of the Kyrgyz Republic. And as you can see, this topic is very broad and interdisciplinary, and it is situated at the intersection of sociology, social work, medicine, and criminal justice. And this topic is very relevant for Kyrgyzstan because substance use disorder is one of the most urgent and relevant social problems in society today. And also, probation as an important social institution has the potential to ensure effective resocialization of people who use drugs. And this probation is a relatively new institution, and it has attracted significant interest from the academic community as it opens new opportunities for social support and rehabilitation of individuals under probation supervision. And there were different reasons for the probation system to be developed and established in our country because Kyrgyzstan's prison system collapsed as Polish sociologist Pavel Machidlovsky said, Kyrgyzstan's prison system collapsed not only in terms of economy but also in terms of civilization. And in the panel in prisons, there was a problem of permanent malnutrition and hunger, unemployment among the prisoners, and their personal hygiene worsened dramatically. And also, additionally, about 17, according to the statistics, about 18% of prisoners have substance use disorder. And between 2014 and 2023, there were changes in Kyrgyzstan's prison population. And this period can be divided into two periods, like pre-probation period and post-probation periods. And according to this chat, a significant decrease began in 2019. And for the last 10 years, like prison population decreased from 162 per 100,000 people in 2024 to 71 per 100,000 people in 2023. And the probation system was first mentioned in the scientific community of Kyrgyzstan in early 2000s. And following this, the government began a gradual work on the establishment of a new socially oriented institute. And the law on probation was adopted in 2017, which came into force in 2019. And in the same year, the probation department was established under the Ministry of the Justice of Kyrgyzstan. And according to the law, the probation system consists of government bodies, NGOs, and the public. The main one in this system is probation department, which regulates the activity of the whole probation system. And probation department has its own building. It has, and the more than 200 people work in probation system today. And the study employed both qualitative and quantitative methods, interviews, surveys, and analysis of secondary data. And the survey was anonymous and conducted in 2023 among clients with 62 participants. And the analysis of secondary data included international standards, national legal and regulatory acts, and also articles, papers, and other works by domestic and foreign scholars, reports, reviews, and guidelines from international organizations and local NGOs. Interviews were conducted during 2022-2023 with 25 participants, and half of them, uh, 12, 12 of them were social workers working in the probation system, 3 psychologists working in the probation department, 2 heads of district probation offices, 4 probation clients, and 4 NGO representatives that closely collaborate with the probation department and that actively working with people with substance use disorders. And so research results, according to the interviews that were conducted with 25 participants, there were a lot of problems. First of all, it's a lack of psychologists and social workers. So while I was doing the research, there were only 4 psychologists working at the probation department, and it is very small number of psychologists if we consider that the probation clients in total the probation clients are more than 5,000 clients, and also social workers, lack of social workers. And in regional probation offices, there were only 1 or 2 social workers working with more than 100 probation clients, while according to international standards, so 1 social worker should work only with 10 up to 15 probation up to 15 clients. And of course, heavy workload, and there was like a huge and strong bureaucracy, and probation social workers and psychologists, they have to write a lot of reports, and also they sometimes they have to work at weekends and etc. And there was also very weak volunteer movement. While I was doing research, there were only about 20 probation volunteers. It is only 4% of from the total probation officers. And while in many developed countries, probation volunteers, they share is almost 50% from the probation officers. And of course, there is a problem of stigmatization and discrimination, as probation client said, and also psychologists said that many probation clients, they face stigmatization and discrimination from medical doctors, from the community, from social workers as well. And thanks to this research, it was found that NGOs play a very leading role in the probation system, and because they have they have a lot of experience, first of all, in working with people who have substance use disorder. And the biggest challenge and problem for me was a lack of clear statistics on the number of drug-related offenders. So when during the interviews, when I asked social workers and the psychologists about the total number of clients who use drugs, it was very difficult for them to give exact number because they don't have such statistics and they don't know and they don't have in the database such number of clients. And also there was no mandatory drug test for probation clients. So, for example, if social worker or psychologist suspect probation clients on using drugs, so there is no mandatory drug test in order to check this. And to understand the social work with drug users in the probation system, it is key areas of support from probation. And mostly probation provide legal aid. It's about 25% of probation clients received legal aid. And also about 23% of probation clients, they received support in to be employed, and also probation with the help of NGOs, they provide support in family life, psychological support. They provide medical services. They provide clothing, food, restoration of documents, and in education. But probation department, they don't provide support in housing because they don't have their own own um, uh, it's общежитие.
Like general accommodation or
Yeah,
hostel.
yes, they don't have
Sorry.
they can't provide support in accommodation and providing some uh, place to where they can live. And also as a conclusion, it was found that the probation system plays a key role in supporting drug users reintegration into society, of course, with the help of other government bodies, other government agencies, and with the help of the NGOs. And in probation, social work aims to help drug users address their social, psychological, and economic challenges, even if they provide like partly part partly assistance or support in this sphere. And also what lessons I learned from my PhD journey that can be helpful for future PhD students or for current PhD students. So choosing a topic is very important, of course. Unfortunately, my topic was very broad and it was like descriptive because and also I didn't have enough time to change it because we have limited time. And also time management is very important. So it is very helpful, and when you know what you will do every year. For example, the first year you work on your choosing a topic. The second year you are doing your research methods. You are working on research methods. Third year you are working with the you are like analyzing your data, publishing articles, and etc. And also the most important thing also is networking, and I think that I was able to write thesis, and also I was able to defend my PhD thanks to the networking. Because without networking, it is very difficult to defend PhD thesis. I think in Kyrgyzstan it's 100%, but maybe in other countries also this works. And of course, choosing a supervisor who will help you during this PhD journey. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. So if you have questions, you can also text me to my email or to my WhatsApp and Telegram account.
Thank you very much, Tynchtyk. Also great that you included some recommendation for current PhD students. Okay, let us discuss. Who would like to ask a question to Tynchtyk? You can raise a hand, you can write a question in the chat, or you can just speak, because I think that's also possible. If you just ask your question, we can hear you. Okay, we get some reactions. Okay, so let me then make a start. I would like to ask you to describe this process of probation to us. So, how is it normally going? When do your clients enter the probation service? And is the probation service starting before release, or is it an alternative to imprisonment? So, where do the clients actually come from, and how long are they accompanied by a social worker? And is there a difference? I mean, is there something that people leave the probation system? Yeah, maybe you can just describe this process to us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your question, Ula. We have different types of probation in Kyrgyzstan. So, for example, when a person commit some crime, so probation, we consider probation as an alternative to imprisonment in Kyrgyzstan. And for example, if a person commits some crime, so probation can be like a court decision. So a person will be under probation supervision instead of being imprisoned. So it's a first type. And also there is another type of probation in Kyrgyzstan. For example, if there is a prisoner and if this prisoner's behavior is like good, and he can also uh, he can be released from the prison and go under probation supervision.
I see. Thank you.
But also probation is, of course, it's like you have more freedom while you are in probation. And the only restriction is that probation clients should visit um, like probation offices 2 times a month.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Now we have a second question from Ingo Ilya Michels.
Well, first of all, thank you very much, Tynchtyk, for the presentation and your work, because it's very important to mention that this type of probation system is the only one, as far as I know, in Central Asian countries and also China. And as you mentioned, it is very successful to have more than 100% decrease of prisoners in the Kyrgyz Republic. That is really a great advantage compared to the other countries. But maybe it's also mentioned by Ulla, you, it's an alternative to imprisonment. On the other hand, we know, and you mentioned, many of the clients are drug users. And in the Kyrgyz Republic, you have also this so-called clean zone. That means a special, I'd like to say, a prison within the prison where drug users get special support and treatment within the prison system and better living condition in the prison system. Has there been any influence on the clean zone after development of this probation system?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Michel, for your question. Clean zone, as I know, clean zone was like only like a project within one prison, and as I know, there was no like influence on the clean zone, and as far as I know, clean zone still exists, and it is like separate institution, and they don't have like connection with the probation department. So it's clean zone. It's like within this penitentiary system, while probation department is another institution in our country.
So, and you mentioned also the heavy workload of people, the people working in this system, and not enough social workers. How is the education now of these people, of the people working in the probation system, indifferent to the people working in the prison system? Have they special education?
Yes, social workers in the probation system, and also I forgot to mention one problem, and many social workers working like employees working in the probation department as social workers, they don't have, most of them don't have education in social work sphere. Most of them have education in criminal justice, and of course, they don't also have enough experience in social work. And in terms of education, local NGOs provide trainings for social workers in that work for the probation department, and also they provide training for psychologists of the probation department, how to work, how to communicate with probation clients that have that use drugs. So in this term, like local NGOs, they do a great job, great support.
And regarding these NGOs working in this field, has there been any negative influence on the cuts of the budget cuts by especially United States and USAID? Because I know USAID has also worked very hard in Central Asian countries to support uh, this kind of services for drug users. Has there been any influence now? What is the situation of NGOs? Can they still work, or have they problems to get financed?
Yeah, most NGOs they still work. They are still working in Kyrgyzstan, of course. But as you said, due to the lack of finance, they have to cut. They have to like close some projects or programs. But I think we have one NGO, local NGO. You know, this FU. currently it's not called SFU, but it's called like Densoluk Nuru. It's like something related to the health. And this NGO, local NGO, is doing great job in this sphere. So I also follow them on the social networks, and I see that they are still doing a lot of activities in this sphere, like educating not only social workers but also clients.
Maybe another question, Tynchtyk. Do we know something about international cooperation or cooperation with other neighboring countries like Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan in the field of probation? As far as I know, this kind of probation system does not exist in these neighboring countries, but has the development of probation system in Kyrgyz Republic any influence on the neighboring countries? Do you know something about this?
Yeah, as far as I know, probation system is like being developed in Uzbekistan, as I know, and also in Kazakhstan. And while I was doing research, like probation officers of Kyrgyzstan, they visit Kazakhstan in order to get acquainted like with probation officers of Kazakhstan and to know how they work, about their activity. And I think that Kyrgyzstan like somehow influenced on the development of probation system in neighboring countries, and particularly in Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan.
So this is a great to hear about this. That shows that our work is also have some influence on the development of the situation in the Central Asian countries. That's great. And
Thank you for answering these questions. Maybe there are more questions from our colleagues from Central Asia or from China. So if there's not a question right now, I would like to ask another one. So, Tynchtyk, did you also interview clients? I mean, people who were in the probation service. So, what is, according to your information, the perspective of clients? Do they really fear or do they have experience with this reintegration? Can they confirm that they were supported and actually found their way to society or got some new support that helped them to reintegrate? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ola, for your question. Yes, during my research, I was able to interview 4 probation clients, and of course, these probation clients they consider probation system as a chance to be recovered from drug use disorder, and also according to the interview, I found that they were happy that they were not imprisoned, and they were like the final court decision was like probation supervision, and they were very happy for this because probation, of course, it's a great chance for them to live in the community, to work as usual in the community instead of being incarcerated. So it was like the main advantage of the probation for them. And the others were like uh, additional support for them. And One probation client, he was convicted like for using marijuana. So it is illegal to use marijuana in Kyrgyzstan, and he was like 50, about 60 years old, and he said that he was he the um, main support that he received from probation was s- like psychological support from psychologists of the probation department, and he was also very happy for receiving uh, as I said, they have to visit probation offices 2 times a month, every month. And he said that during these visits, it was very helpful for him, like talking to probation officers, talking to psychologists, talking to social workers, uh, and also there was one client who it was a young guy who used like new psycho active substance, and he probation department helped this guy to get education, like short course, and to be employed, and also they helped them to find they help them with medical services. So they help this client to provide medical services from narcological center.
Okay. Yeah, that I think it's very interesting that you had the chance to talk to the clients in the probation service, and it's also interesting to see how different they are. I mean, some being already older and some
Yes.
younger. So that's also, I think, very interesting. And I think it's also interesting for our new PhD students who will also be doing interviews. I would like to give the floor to one of the new PhD students who might also have a question. If you would like to, you can also write a question into the chat, or you can raise your hand. I see that Ayajan Kuyatova raised her hand, so please go ahead.
Good day, dear colleague. Thank you for interesting presentation, Tynchtyk. I have one question. Could you please elaborate on the role of non-governmental organization in helping drug users and in drug prevention in your country?
Okay, thank you, Ayajan, for your question.
Mhm.
As far as I know, you are from Eurasian National University, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Uh,
I was in your um, предзащита.
yes, yes,
Yes, yes,
yes.
in
I
Eurasian
remember
National
you say.
University.
Yeah. Also, I want to say thank you for Eurasian National University, because they also helped me during my PhD thesis defense, because according to the local requirements, so I had to also how to say I had to present my research findings to organization, and it was Eurasian National University. So they thank you for the university for giving me the report on my PhD thesis. And thanks to this, also I was able to present and to defend my PhD thesis. And thank you also for your question. According to the research that I did, and also according to the history of our country, I can say that NGOs play a very great role, huge role in working with people who use drugs, and also they play a great role in prevention of drug using in our country. Moreover, I can say that NGOs have even more experience, more expertise in these spheres than the government. Because we have in early 90s and also in 2000s, like Kyrgyzstan was very open to international donors, and there were a lot of human rights democratization, and a lot of NGOs were established during that time, and NGOs they started a lot of people also people who used drugs in the past. They began establishing their own NGOs, and they started helping to people who use drugs. And in this term, I can say that NGOs play a great role. And also we have a probation council. So it consists of different government agencies, government bodies, for example, from the Ministry of Education, from the Ministry of Healthcare, from the Ministry of Social Support, from the Ministry of Labor, and etc. And also many NGOs, many local NGOs are also a member of these probation councils, where a lot of decisions regarding probation department are so they also play a great role in decision making. So they also can participate in decision making, not only decision making at a governmental level.
Okay, can you tell us a bit more about the probation council? Who is a member, and how does this decision making looks like in the probation council?
Yes, probation council, they when I was doing research, so they informed me that probation council, they organize probation council every quarter, like every 3 months, once every 3 months. And probation council is like from main participants of this council is, of course, probation officers, so probation department, and also there are representatives from the Ministry of Education, because they help probation clients with if they have needs in education sphere. There is representative from the Ministry of Healthcare, from the Ministry of Social Support, and also from other different, for example, so from a representative from government registration body. So they help to restore personal documents of probation clients, and also local NGOs, and many probation officers during the interview said that this probation council like they assessed the activity of the probation council as very positive because what decision is made during this council, it should be done by all of this uh, uh, by members of the council who are responsible for different spheres. For example, if during the council there will be a decision to help, for example, one client to restore a personal document, for example, passport. So this decision should be implemented in practice, and it will be signed by all of these members, and it have like uh, legal power. Is it correct to say legal power? And also local NGOs are a member of this probation council.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Tynchtyk, I think I just want to mention that your work is not only work for you, for yourself, and getting a PhD there, but also you had been also working on the publication. In our project, we published a book on the prison system in Central Asian countries and China. That was very helpful also to provide these experiences. And concerning the probation system, in this regard, we can learn in Germany from your experience, because in Germany we do have a probation system, but that is not an alternative to imprisonment. In our probation system, the people had been supported after release of imprisonment. And in reality, one probation officer has more than 70, 80 or more clients, and it's very difficult to help these people. If you have so much clients, it's not possible to really support them. So far, I'm very impressed about your experience, not only the personal, but also the experience in your country. And I think I would like to share this information also with Heino Stover, the former project leader of Solid project, because he's working still in the very much on the prison system and have many contacts. And this is very important because also you mentioned international organizations, and according to international organizations like UNODC, for example, and the UN, it's clearly mentioned that there should be alternatives to imprisonment, especially for drug users. They should not be imprisoned, but they should get support and service and treatment and to avoid imprisonment. So far, your experience is very helpful, and thank you very much again for this working on this field.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, as you said, also thanks to the Solid project, three people from Solid team from Kyrgyzstan, me, Aysulu, and Nurgul, we wrote a book on social work in the prison system, and in January, if I'm not mistaken, we began it last year, very early. In January or in February, we visited several prisons in Kyrgyzstan, and we had a chance to talk to prison officers, and we worked together with representatives from the prison system to write this book about social work, about social support in the prison system of Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, that's great. I think we saw this publication. It's very valuable that you have it. I was wondering, do you have an electronic copy? Because I have a hard copy, but if we have an electronic copy, we can also store it on the Solid website so that people can have a look at the book.
I don't know like the current situation, but when we just published this book, there was a like requirement that it shouldn't be shared electronically. So
I see.
there was,
Yeah.
so I think you can talk to Nurgul. Maybe there is some change in requirements, and she can maybe share. But Even I don't
Okay.
have electronic copy.
Okay, I see.
The whole book. I don't have the whole book. I have only like some parts, and I also have like hard copy of this book.
Yes, I see. Well, the solid publication Social Work and Health in Prison, with a chapter written by you, is available open access, and I put the link to this publication in the chat for all of you who would like to have a look. And of course, we can continue our work here. So that's also might be interesting for you, Tynchtyk, but also for other people. If you would like to, let's say, publish an article or work together with us, I think we are all very interested in doing so. And sometimes it might be nice to connect with people from different countries. For example, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, but could also involve China or Germany, Uzbekistan. So we have a lot of different possibilities.
Yes, yes, of course. As I as you said, like you will work not with Nomos but with another publishing house. Yes.
We will continue to work with Nomos as well.
Okay.
So there are two different things. Nomos is publishing books on certain topics. And we still have the series. It's called Drug Use in History and Society. And the series is continued. So there will be more books. The latest publication in this series have been in German language only. I mean, the very latest ones. And then there will also be a book publication, but that's a textbook for students. And because it is a textbook, it will be in a different publishing house. But Nomos is also
Okay.
to be continued.
Okay.
And
So
maybe,
this.
Ilya, you can tell us more about this, about the Nomos series.
Yeah, I'm not. I have to discuss again with Heino because at least I think we can continue in this field. And very important is that within the Nomos publisher house, we can share it because it can be downloaded uh, without paying for this, and that's a very important issue. Another issue might be that, as already mentioned, cooperation with you and your experiences. We have some of our new PhDs who are working on the prison system or on the situation of people who should be supported to reintegrate into to society. As far as I know, some of our PhDs from Uzbekistan, but also Kazakhstan, are working in this field, and it would be very helpful that they can share your experience with them and vice versa. So I think I would like to invite our new PhDs to contact Tynchtyk and to learn from his experience. As far I think Tynchtyk is, uh, yeah, will. I'm quite pretty sure that Tynchtyk is open-minded for this. So please contact him. He has very good experience, and this work was very, very helpful for us, especially as he mentioned that they could, how to say, support the prison system or the probation system to work on this book. And it's a book on, how to say it, the education of people working in this field. So, and it's very helpful to have this book. Unfortunately, we have only the book, and it's in Russian language only. For the Central Asian countries, it's okay, I think, but maybe to share it with our Chinese colleagues, it would be great to have also an English version. But as you mentioned, it might be difficult to get allowance of the preparation system to do this. But once again, thank you very much for your very, very helpful work. And you are, I think you are I'm pretty sure that you're open-minded for sharing your experience with our new PhDs.
Yes, of course.
Hmm. And Tynchtyk, another question. So you were sharing some lessons learned or recommendation for future PhD students. and you mentioned the relevance of networking. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit more on that. So why was networking important for you?
Sorry,
Why was networking important for you?
why it was important?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in Kyrgyzstan, it was like it was very important for me to defend my PhD thesis because if your networking is very weak, so it is very difficult to do some things. For example, uh, there is a very like strong bureaucracy in Kyrgyzstan, and we have to write a lot of reports, and we are also dependent on different people who should give the assessment on our PhD thesis. And in this term, I was very lucky, I can say, to have my PhD supervisory, who is very like influential person in Kyrgyzstan as a sociologist. And then I was also very lucky to have our um, like scientific secretary, who is like responsible for guiding uh, PhD students. And this person was like very great person, and her activities were very helpful for me. And she guided me during my PhD journey. And in some cases, I was like ready, like let's to say, to give up because it was very stressful and difficult journey. But she supported me during this my journey, and thanks to her support, and also thanks to the support of my PhD supervisor, thanks to the support of Nurgul, I was able to defend my PhD thesis. And I am sure that if there were like different people, and so it would be very difficult for me to defend. Maybe I was not able to defend my PhD thesis.
Hmm.
So they were very supportive and helpful. As I said, like in some cases, I was very like stressful, and I was not like happy with some requirements. So
Hmm.
networking is very important.
Thank you. Yeah. Maybe some of the new PhD student would like to ask a question about this. I mean, about what could you do? Um,
And also, as I said, like I did my pre-defense at
ah,
Eurasian National University. It is also about networking. It's also about networking within Solid project. Uh,
hmm,
because
okay.
Eurasian National University is also a partner university of the Solid project, and thanks to colleagues from Kazakhstan like Dinara, Dalida, Medet, and who else? Also, it's Janiyat. Uh, so I was like, they support also was very helpful.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
also very good news that you got some support from Kazakhstan directly.
Yes.
And by the way, Tynchtyk, I didn't know about this, that you already had been supported by the Tashkent, by the National University of Uzbekistan. That is also great because at that time, the Tashkent
No, no,
University,
no, from Kazakhstan. It was from
from
Astana.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah,
Okay,
Hmm.
so
Astana. It was
okay.
Astana.
But anyway, I think also because we have now on board also the National University of Uzbekistan, educating social workers, and I think, and also as far as I know, there are some people in Uzbekistan want to work on this field, prison system, probation system. They should can very good communicate with you to exchange your experiences with them. I think it's a great example.
Yeah, the most interesting thing is that also we were thinking about Tashkent National University, but due to some requirements, it was not possible like, to do pre-defense at Tashkent National University because previous PhD students, they already had pre-defense at Tashkent National University. So it's
I
like
see.
bureaucracy, some requirements of PhD thesis defense.
Today we have two people from National University of Uzbekistan, Charos and Firuz. And Firuz is also going to work on a similar topic and just wrote a comment in the chat that he's happy about you sharing your experience. I don't know, maybe Charos or Firuz, you would like to ask something to Tynchtyk directly?
What the main problem was with our university? Maybe we can just ask administration or
No, it's not your fault. It's like requirements, local requirements of Kyrgyzstan. So before my defense, two PhD students from Kyrgyzstan already pre-defended their thesis at Tashkent National University. And the next students cannot do the same at Tashkent National University. So it was a problem.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But I'm sure that if I ask you, you would help me.
Yes,
I'm
sure.
sure.
That's cool. Okay. Any more questions from our audience? So I think we have asked a lot of questions. I will now stop the recording.